So much devastation out there, though, still from Hurricane Michael. We are tracking it all, and it's now coming into clearer view. Take a look at this scene there. That's from the air. Homes completely destroyed. The town of Mexico Beach, Florida. That's where Ginger was when the hurricane made landfall. Was wiped out. The FEMA director is calling this spot the storm's ground zero.
And take a look at these satellite images showing what was there before the hurricane and then after. The Tyndall Air Force Base also facing catastrophic damage. An F-15 flipped over. The building's destroyed.
The storm has killed at least 11 people and knocked out power for more than 1.6 million customers. The Red Cross says 8,000 people are in shelters. Let's go to Ginger, who's starting us off from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. And Ginger, conditions were so bad Thursday, we couldn't even speak with you live, but how are they now?
Michael, it is incredibly isolating. And this morning we're in Santa Rosa because this is the first place we could find a safe place to sleep. We actually hiked out of Mexico Beach, then got picked up by a crew to Panama City. When we were there, we were in a hotel for about an hour and they emergency evacuated us. It really hits home, at least for most of us and certainly a lot of the Panhandle, how temporarily uninhabitable this place is.
Help is coming by air, land, and sea.
This morning, the priority is saving lives.
We are deploying a massive wave of response, and those efforts are already underway.
Crews combing through the debris left behind by Michael. Blocks of homes obliterated, streets littered with smashed cars. This woman, rescued from Panama City, airlifted to safety. And on the ground in Mexico Beach, we started our journey out.
Search and rescue.
This is where we rode out the storm. The cement, the pylons did very well. Debris still filling the streets. But we're going to make the hike out because there's no other way. One of the few buildings still standing 24 hours later, the yellow condo complex where we rode out Hurricane Michael. Just as the storm was making landfall, we reported on a balcony across from a blue house. If I don't feel comfortable, I'm going to stand right inside the door here. The flying debris and violent wind driving us inside. And then that moment we'll never forget. I just saw something I have never seen in real life. I saw an entire home taken off of its foundation and rolled down the street. Again, I've never seen something like an entire home, a well-built home, rolling down the street. We just watched that happen in real time. And I'll tell you right now, it makes you shake. The reality setting in.
Morning after now, and the smell of destruction is thick. It's very eerie.
As soon as it was safe, we set out on foot to see what was left. The highway covered in sand and debris. And in this wasteland, we meet a husband and wife covered in scrapes and bruises. They were in their home when the water rushed in.
You swam.
Yes.
Out.
Yes.
Of your home.
Yes.
To a boat.
Yes.
And that's how you survived.
Yes.
All three of you.
Yes.
It gives me it just gave me chills.
Yes.
They say life jackets kept them alive.
The wind is going 120
Oh yeah,
miles
no,
per
we were
hour.
holding on. We'd let the current take us to the next stop, and then we'd grab onto a tree and hang on to it.
And then they asked us to try to get word out to their mother that they're okay. Finally, we got a signal.
I rode out the entire 5 hours of the storm.
My husband and I are just beside ourselves.
So many people desperate for news. And then we hear from someone else, Jenny Caputo, who tells us that she watched our report and that she is the owner of that blue house. Now, gone.
Hello, this is Jenny.
We reach her by phone in Atlanta.
Like, I can't imagine if it were my home.
I'm heartbroken. We've only had the house 5 months. We've been coming to Mexico Beach for over 10 years.
Wow.
And we just love it. We finally bought a place there that we were going to enjoy with our young family now. We'll be back.
As soon as we got service, I made phone calls to about a half a dozen families, and it was such an emotional day hearing their relief, knowing that their loved ones survived. That is not the case for so many families right now that still have no word from the area. That is going to take a long time, but there are Facebook safety checks. The American Red Cross has a well and safety website that you can check. I just know that it is going to take a long time for those lists to populate. Whit?
All right, Ginger, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.